finally, at long last, I'm going to finally end my season 5 in a very high note so I can get going on season 6. And this is one important movie review that I'm dying to do. So, let's go on ahead. Hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1970. This is my review for a day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, this is the most important movie review that I'm dying to do. And I'm very happy that I finally got to see this movie at long last. One of the most important Liam Neeson films that I'm dying to see. And I finally got to see this movie at long last before it leaves, if you guys get the picture. So for my next movie review is A Monster's Calls. And let me tell you, ladies and dudes, this is a really good movie, so you better check it out before it leaves in the theaters. Well, whichever theater that you came from, anyway. And also, I got my movie ticket, too, so let me show you my movie ticket. Here it is. That person did rip off my ticket a little bit, but not all that much, but at least it's okay. So, I don't have much things to say, so without further ado, ladies and dudes, here is my 90th movie review, and finally the end of season 5 of my movie review thing of 2016. Here's my movie review of A Monster's Calls. And I don't have much things to say about this movie review. Well, for the main plot of the story, of course. It's a story about this mysterious tree monster, well, named Monster, of course, who's on an unknown quest to help this young boy named Carter, who is having a very troubled life in England. You know, like taking care of his sick mother when we found out that she's dying of cancer. He had trouble with his grandma that he doesn't like very much, and also getting bullied at school. And so it's up to the monster to help him out on his pain and sorrows and sadness and grief. You know, he needs to come by to his house in a few nights, and a few nights only, to tell him a couple of interesting stories that involves compassion and emotion, happiness, sadness, grief, and death, and all that stuff. And while the monster finished up all those 3 stories, the monster wants Carter to tell him the 4th story. And the 4th story is going to be about the main truth. Not just any truth, but Carter's truth. And that's all I could say about the main story of A Monster's Calls. So I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie called The Monster's Calls? To tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I will say this is a pretty darn good movie to watch. I mean, this movie did blow me away, and there's a couple of interesting moments that I do enjoy of this movie. I will say it had a good storyline, has great characters, has some beautiful animation that I haven't ever seen before. It's something that involves water painting or something like that. I love the sceneries and highlight moments of the film. It had a very good, interesting score. And I really like the character design of the tree monster. It looks very, very cool. And overall, this is going to be Liam Neeson's next greatest film so far. And please don't get me wrong, ladies and dudes. I really do enjoy this movie. But to tell you the truth is, I think I really like the book better. I think the book is, it has a whole lot of things to explain about what's going on in the story. Even some parts that are not added. there were some scenes here and there in the movie that wasn't, well, let's say something from the movie that wasn't there in the book. Well, if you guys get the story. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of a monster's calls. I will say for the strongest points for a monster's calls, I will have to go on a tie. Just a tie. Between the near ending and the end of the movie. I will say the near ending and the end of the movie is the best, strongest point I have ever seen in movie history. And I think this is one of the best Liam Neeson films I ever watched that had a good near ending and the end. I just don't want to take two things carried away because we're not allowed to take away good movies with a great ending. All I could say about both of the ending and the near ending, it's going to be sad, it's going to be emotional, it's going to be tear-jerking, it will have full of compassion, and most of all, there was a really cool, surprising movie moment at the near end of the movie. Something I was so darn surprised of. Something I did not see coming. It was so darn beautiful and emotional at the same time. I was going to cry at the near end of the movie, but close, but I didn't have a tear in my eye. And also for the ending, there will be a part in the film there's no dialogue at all. That's all I could say about the ending. It had no dialogue in it. Just check out the near ending and the ending for yourselves. Oh yeah, and another thing about near endings and endings, there was another good Liam Neeson film that did feature a great near ending and the end of the movie is Taken 2. I think Taken 2 is truly the best Liam Neeson movie I ever watched that had a good near ending and the end. Something that really did blow me away, and so, a very good positive thing I am happy about. Just check out Taken 2 and you'll know what I'm talking about. And check out Monsters Calls that had a good near ending and the end of the film. Something that will blow you away. That's all I could say about the near ending and the end of the movie. So those are the two best, strongest points I do care about in this movie. And as for the weakest points of the movie, for me, I think this movie is a bit too rushy. I think there were some scenes here and there that was pretty darn rushed. There was one rushing moment where I was so darn excited to see the third tale of the story, and then they cut it off. I really am disappointed they cut off a very important point that was in the book that involves the third tale. And I want to see a little bit more of the third tale. You know, how the heck did Carter beat up that kid, and how did the monster get involved in this mess and all that stuff? I wish they explained that scene a little bit more, so it will make perfect sense. So yeah, there are some scenes here and there that's kind of rushed. They need to slow down a movie just a little bit. So yeah, my major weak point for this movie is a little bit rushy. It rushed some scenes way too much here and there. Another good strongest point I do like about the movie is the add-ins. There are so many good add-ins I really enjoyed the movie. The best add-in I ever seen in this film is, you know, where Carter is going to learn how to draw. And I love all the things that he did draw in the film. That was the greatest add-in I'll never forget in movie history. And also Liam Neeson is going to make a cameo appearance in the film, but you won't see him in the scene, but just in the picture that I won't spoil. So check out that little cameo from Liam. So, okay, ladies and dudes, let's head on to the characters of this movie. I'll go with the three characters that are truly the best ones in the film. Okay, the first one is Carter O'Malley, played by Louis McDougall. I will say that Louis McDougall did a pretty well done job playing a fantastic main character of the story. I mean, he had a great storyline, he has a great personality and attitude. I really do feel so sorry for the kid for all the bad things that's happening to him in his later on life. And it does feel like his innocence has already been lost since he doesn't have a good childhood and all. Well, he does have some good childhood memories with his mother and all that stuff. And I really love the character development chemistry that he had with the monster, and I really like their close friendship story. That was really darn cool. So I think Louis McDougall did do a pretty good job as Carter O'Malley. Then we got Carter's mother, played by Felicity Jones, and I do praise her performance, and she is a really strong character. I really like her storyline, her personality and attitude. I love her relationship with Carter that has so many cute and adorable moments. And I really do like that added in the movie that wasn't in the book, where she showed Carr this old movie flipping thingy. I forgot what it's called. They showed the film of King Kong, and I really loved that cute moment that, you know, they watched an old movie together. That was so darn awesome. And yeah, there will be a disturbing moment in the movie where you will see Carter's mother is turning really skinny, and she's losing so much weight, and this is the reason why she's dying of this very bad evil cancer. And I really do love the performance of Felicity Jones. She did a really good job playing a really good, interesting character who has a whole lot of heart and pure respectfulness, and she is a really caring character. That's what I like about her. She's very darn caring in so many ways. So yeah, Carter's mother, good character overall. And finally, the last and final character I want to talk about in this movie review is the tree monster, played by the great and mighty Liam Neeson. Overall, this is Liam Neeson's best performance, his best role, his best character so far in movie history. I mean, this monster is pure epicness. This is my next favorite Liam Neeson character ever in movie history. I mean, this monster had a fantastic storyline, great personality and attitude. I think the monster is starting to become Liam Neeson's next bad A-word character. He's a really cool bad A-word character. He has some bad A-wordness in this film. And I really love the character development and chemistry with him and Carter. I think their friendship is very darn close. It's one of the best close friendship type of film I will enjoy. So yeah, I really love this character to death, and he's one of the best, I guess. So I guess I have nothing else to say about this cool guy. So Tree Monster, my most favorite character of all for A Monster's Calls. And finally, let's head on to my final thoughts of A Monster's Calls. Overall, A Monster's Calls is a pretty good movie, but I think I like the book better, in my own opinion. But overall, it's a pretty good film anyway, with a great storyline, good characters, great sceneries and highlight moments of the film. It has a really good score, and yes, it'll make you cry big time. And there will be some tear-jerking moments that you'll never forget in movie history. So for my rating for this movie, I decided to give it a 9 out of 10. This is one good film that you'll never forget in movie history. So please hurry up and see it before it gets out of the theater. Or just wait till it comes on Blu-ray and DVD. So anyway, that's my whole entire movie review of A Monstrous Calls, and before I leave, I got one big question to ask you. What is your most favorite Liam Neeson character who is based by a book? Do you like Jean Valjean from Les Miserables? Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia saga? Matthew Scudder from A Walk Among the Tombstones? Or the tree monster from Monsters Call? For me, my most favorite character has to go to Matthew Scudder from A Walk Among the Tombstones. Definitely the best character that Liam Neeson have ever played so far in movie history. So anyway, that's it. That's my whole entire movie review of Monsters Calls. I hope you enjoy it. And please join me next time for more movie reviews to come on Season 6. So, I'll be back very soon, and sayonara.